Today, let's talk about a new ICO called AuthPaper, and I'm linking to their website underneath this video. You can check out the white paper for yourself, which I encourage you to do. In a nutshell, AuthPaper is a secured digital postal service that uses blockchain technology, and it's a platform that combines blockchain and cryptography to provide peer-to-peer delivery of digital data. So what does that mean? Well, it allows data to be transferred in a confidential manner so that only the intended recipient will actually see it. And on AuthPaper, all the data that's transferred can be verified as unchanged down to the last kilobyte. All sending and receiving of data is recorded on the blockchain so that it's publicly verifiable, and peers are rewarded by participating on the platform because they're helping the platform to function. So what problem is this project trying to solve? The problem is that technology has only made document forgery easier, while at the same time purporting to make it more difficult. So paradigms like digital signatures or secure HTTP, which we use on the David Pakman Show website, and certificate authorities have been established to increase trust between parties that are communicating online. But the systems don't actually solve all of the communication, security, and verification needs of businesses and consumers. And very often you end up with no way to properly implement these technologies. And therefore, physical mailing still is the world's dominant medium for delivering sensitive information. A lot of people don't know that. Who do I sound like? Another problem is that when parties need to transfer large amounts of data, like let's say a movie or a video game or an operating system, the maintained integrity of the files can't always be guaranteed. And we also don't always know when or even if the files are actually getting to the recipient. So AuthPaper is providing a decentralized delivery platform that lets users send data to one another confidentially, where cryptography is used to solidly ensure that the intended recipient who holds the two encryption keys is the only person able to access the data. And they use the BT protocol with mainline DHT to allow huge files to be transferred, even bigger than 10 terabytes, without the risk of corruption and without the need for a ton of bandwidth and the costs that typically come with that bandwidth. And as with other blockchains, every action is recorded. So users are able to verify who sent and received what and when it was sent or received. And like I said, users are actually rewarded for using the platform because their computer is seeding the data that keeps the platform running. They're rewarded in the form of AuthPaper's currency, which can be used to purchase services on the platform. So some real world use cases: obvious application, commercial use, documents, other data that can be circulated within the AuthPaper platform instead of a business having to print using paper. That wastes time and money and natural resources. Businesses don't have to waste time with antiquated pre-blockchain technologies, many of which don't really have the same power to verify authenticity or ensure confidentiality. And it can even be used for copyright protection. Let's say I'm sending a video to a colleague. The AuthPaper platform allows me to send the video with watermarks and visual noise as a sort of encryption, and only the desired recipient can unlock the video and get that untainted file. And if the video is somehow leaked, the owner of the video can trace the leak back to where it originated using those records on the blockchain. So this is a project that's about building trust between parties communicating online, which in 2018 is still an area ripe for improvement. And it's reasonable to think that the blockchain technology could play a pretty big role in that, especially regarding the problems I've discussed here. What AuthPaper has done is put together a really interesting solution, which I think capitalizes on some of the biggest advantages of blockchain technology. But this was just a brief overview, so I encourage you to click the link under the video, check them out for in-depth information on what they're doing yourself. And of course, nothing in this video is financial advice. This is a review of the project on its merits, and everybody should be doing extensive due diligence for themselves before making any financial decisions whatsoever.